I got something on my mind. I got something on my mind. I was at work chilling, y'all, right? And next thing you know, I started thinking, yo, let me check out Kawhi Leonard's stats. Like I knew he was playing well. I knew the team was playing well. I was like, let me check out Kawhi Leonard's stats. And I expected maybe like a cool 23, maybe 24, because I just didn't know. And maybe like 2 or 3 assists and maybe 5 or 6 rebounds, a good percentage from the 3 and stuff. But when I pulled up, man, and I look at them bad boys, they was shining, man. There was really good stats. And I started thinking to myself, like, everybody's talking about Giannis. They're talking about James Harden back-to-back MVP. And I started thinking to myself, man, Kawhi Leonard got MVP stats right now. And no one's really mentioning it like that to the news. This is craziness because let me tell you guys something. And this is every year people say this when they're talking about the MVP. They're like, oh my God, what they've done for their team, what they contribute, and doing all these other things. It's supposed to be about how good your team is because of you being an MVP, guy. Your team has to have the right stats. You got to have the right stats. And usually those stats got to be at least 26 plus, maybe 25 plus, right? You got to have a couple assists. And then, from there, you got to have just shining stats. And I think a lot of people are saying James Harden, right? Because James Harden, he's averaging crazy numbers, okay? It's like 34 points. It's a ginormous amount. But if you guys have not looked at James Harden's stats, not stats, at least the team stats, right? His team right now is 23 wins. 23 wins. 23 wins. Kawhi Leonard's team has like 31. Now, of course, we're only halfway through the season, so there's still a lot to go. But I honestly think this race is more between Kawhi Leonard and Giannis than Giannis and James Harden. That's my opinion, honestly, because I just feel like their two teams over there in the Bucks and the freaking Toronto Raptors are actually the better teams right now. And James Harden, his team is actually sad because of the fact that there was supposed to be a higher expectation of where they're supposed to be currently. Now, you could blame it on a lot of other things, but the hype was there. It's James Harden, Chris Paul. Chris Paul hasn't been playing that much, I get it. And we have maybe a whole another half of basketball to go. So, I mean, let's see what happens, but I'm not liking what I'm seeing from this MVP race because I think it's based on a lot of hype and also popularity rather than the individual stats and then the team combination with that, all right? I think times are changing. It's all good, though. People are hyping up the back-to-back because that's what people want. But let's talk about what's really happening. Dang. So tell me what you guys think down below in the comments. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more. I'm out.